Experience the stories of 11 wrestlers who enhanced their bodies with medical procedures. Number 11. Carmella. Former WWE star Carmella was often accused of having plastic surgery. However, in a WWE YouTube video, she confirmed that she has never had any work done on her face. That said, Carmella did reveal that she has breast implants, and she even called out fans who claimed her face was fake. Well, that's true, I've had breast implants. But my favorite part is that people think I've had plastic surgery on my face, which is completely false. I've had lip fillers, which is not a secret. So to everyone who thinks my face is fake, I appreciate the compliment because there's nothing fake. I just learned how to contour and do good makeup. I've never had plastic surgery on my face. Fans were surprised to see these kinds of topics discussed in an official WWE video. Due to WWE's PG guidelines, such subjects are usually considered taboo. But WWE evidently believed they were appropriate for an engaging YouTube video, and they were right, as the video earned over 700,000 views. Number 10. Kiana James. Kiana James was called up to the main roster and then mysteriously disappeared. WWE never explained why she was suddenly off television, but rumors circulated that James was recovering after having breast enhancements. These rumors gained more traction when she returned to TV looking noticeably different. James has never confirmed whether she had this specific procedure, but many fans firmly believe she underwent some form of enhancement. Number 9. Buff Bagwell. For former WCW star Buff Bagwell, his appearance and physique meant everything. In the 1990s, he made the bold decision to receive calf implants. While these implants are meant to make the calves look toned and defined, they can also cause complications, and unfortunately, that's exactly what happened to Bagwell. He eventually had the implants removed because they were cutting off circulation to his feet. According to former WCW president Eric Bischoff on his podcast, Bagwell's decision made him a target of ridicule backstage. I remember when it happened, the ribbing. I don't know how Dave Meltzer or anybody else hadn't heard about this, because the entire roster was laughing and talking about it. It took Marcus a long time to live that down. Nobody even tried to hide the fact that they were having a great time at his expense. Bischoff added that Bagwell considered having impressive calves to be one of the most important parts of his appearance. I think the only reason he was able to come back and work his way through it is because he was so vain. He didn't care. He probably felt at the time that having massive calves was one of the most important things in his life. Maybe the reason he wore long tights was because he felt insecure about his minuscule calves. I don't know. Bagwell would go on to suffer a number of health issues over the years, and he eventually had to have his leg amputated following a car accident. Number 8. The Rock. The Rock received widespread praise for opening up about his gynecomastia and his decision to undergo surgery. For those unfamiliar, gynecomastia is a condition in which men experience an enlargement of breast tissue, affecting one or both sides. The final boss underwent surgery in the 2000s, and according to The Rock himself in a 2009 MTV interview, it was an aesthetic choice and one he has never shied away from admitting. Number 7. Roman Reigns. When you're a WWE star, your smile is constantly on display during live television, making it important for wrestlers to have great teeth. While some choose simple whitening treatments, others, such as Roman Reigns, opt for veneers. Reigns has appeared to update his veneers multiple times over the years, and when he debuted a noticeably brighter set in 2020, fans weren't quite sure what to think. His new pearly whites even led to a number of memes across social media. Number 6. Vince McMahon. These days, former WWE chairman Vince McMahon rarely makes public appearances. However, when McMahon appeared on camera in 2025, fans were stunned to see that he seemed to have undergone some kind of facelift. His face looked dramatically different, pulled back as though he were attempting to appear much younger. McMahon was also seen wearing noticeable makeup, and some fans speculated that this was meant to cover up a botched procedure. When McMahon appeared in a Hulk Hogan documentary in the summer of 2025, Jim Ross addressed McMahon's new look on his podcast, going so far as to say the former boss looked horrible. I thought he looked horrible. I mean Vince. I thought he looked tired, withdrawn, and concerned. Look at his eyes. To me, he looked tired and a little frustrated. The hair situation caught my eye, his eyebrows being colored caught my eye. Eyes tell a big story. While McMahon has never confirmed having surgery, it's clear that something has changed in his appearance over the past 5 years. I mean, you can simply look at a before and after and see the difference quite vividly. Number 5. Chyna. It was no secret that Chyna underwent plastic surgery throughout her life to enhance her appearance. In the 1990s, while still active in WWE, she had jaw surgery that drastically changed the way she looked. Despite long-standing rumors, her close friend Road Dogg claimed on his podcast that the decision was entirely Chyna's and not something WWE management pushed. Well, it wouldn't have been anybody else. I can't imagine that conversation ever happening, but I'm blind to a lot of stuff that goes on. So I'm not saying it didn't, but I cannot fathom anybody saying that to her because it was just not something that was even thought of by anybody I knew. We all just loved her. Chyna also had multiple breast implant surgeries over the years, and infamously, one implant even ruptured during a physical in-ring encounter with Savio Vega. Number 4. Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella has spoken quite openly about her implants, and in 2025, they nearly caused her a serious injury. During her return to the ring in the summer of 2025, Bella was accidentally elbowed by Piper Niven during a match on Raw, causing one of her implants to shift toward her ribs. The issue was severe enough that Bella had to take a full day off to have them medically examined. Number 3. Charlotte Flair. Several years ago, Charlotte Flair decided to get breast implants, a procedure that is typically safe, but for Flair, the results were far from routine. Shortly after winning a match at WrestleMania 34, she became seriously ill. A doctor's examination revealed she was suffering from silicone poisoning caused by one of the implants. According to her doctor, it was one of the worst cases he had ever seen. The poisoning was so severe that Flair was forced to take significant time away from WWE programming to recover. Number 2. Stephanie McMahon. Ready when you are. Just send the next portion. In July 2001, Stephanie McMahon underwent surgery to enhance her breasts. She later appeared on the Opie and Anthony show in August of the same year to confirm the procedure, noting that her implants had become swollen and she was receiving treatment to prevent further complications. According to the future WWE Hall of Famer, a fan sign mocking her appearance influenced her decision, and she finally felt happy with the way she looked in the mirror. The news surrounding Stephanie's procedure was so significant within the wrestling world in 2001 that WWE.com even published an interview with Linda McMahon, asking for her thoughts on her daughter's surgery. While unusual even for the early 2000s, Linda confirmed that she supported Stephanie's choice completely. No, it's okay. My first concerns are always with health issues. Stephanie had thoroughly investigated the procedure and she had answers to all the questions that I asked, so I felt comfortable that if that was something she wanted to do, then she should proceed, and she had my full support. When it came to WWE addressing the enhancement on screen, it was referenced multiple times, including an infamous 2014 Raw segment with John Cena that pushed the limits of PG programming. But back in the early 2000s, WWE had no hesitation, and Chris Jericho famously roasted Stephanie on Raw during one of their heated rivalries. Number 1. John Cena. Despite being one of the most universally beloved pro wrestlers of all time, John Cena was often unfairly mocked for his thinning hair and growing bald spot. These remarks frequently crossed the line, as they had nothing to do with Cena's in-ring work, and many fans used the issue simply as a way to take shots at him. By 2024, Cena decided he had dealt with enough and opted to undergo a hair transplant. Speaking with People magazine, he explained his motivation. As I was trying to hide my hair loss, the audience was bringing it to life. I saw their signs that said the bald John Cena. They pushed me into seeing what my options were. I now have a routine red light therapy, minoxidil, vitamins, shampoo, conditioner, and I also got a hair transplant last November. I hate the fact that if there wasn't so much shame around it, I would have gotten it done 10 years ago. I thought I was alone, but 7 or 8 out of 10 men suffer from thinning or baldness. Cena went on to say that the hair transplant completely changed his life, which is great to hear. And there you have it, folks.